For a chance to come back to this very stadium in 2 weeks' time, we are off and running in the NFC Championship. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field.
Complete to John.
A huge play there right off the bat. 67 yards. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Jonnu Smith. Touchdown.
Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
The score, Bears 7, Panthers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 36, Brady. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. from the gun. It's Brady. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From midfield, here's Brady. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Shotgun now for Brady. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He was taken down by Damon Arnett. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That's complete to John Ross. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
John Ross, 66 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. They hand it off to Mostert. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Raheem Mostert, 66 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Jones. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Bears.
Allen off the play fake. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now Jones. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field.
Complete to
a huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Cohen, the ball.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. John Ross. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken the lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Taken down at the 41.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley.
Brady's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
The Bears' 47-yard line.
Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Allen. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Chicago! Amari Cooper, 57 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It was Eric Reed in on the stop. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and now that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And that'll set them back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He's brought down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
from the gun. Brady. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it across from Panthers touchdown. Raheem Mostert saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Bears 28, Panthers 21.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On the give, this is Cohen. And a solid run down inside the 30.
Number 20.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
29-yard line.
From the 29, Allen letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He'll have his man. That's Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
The Bears 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
2nd and 1.
Allen going to throw.
Panthers 9-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
John Ross saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Bears push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. The 30, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Tyrell Williams, 73 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Number 29.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Nope.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and
throwing again on 2nd down. Brady.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A pickup of 5 yards. 1st down, Carolina. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Got his man. It's Williams. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 4th. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are in position now with the lead in the 4th quarter of the NFC Championship game to become the first team ever to play a Super Bowl in their home stadium. And remember, this is a team that hadn't even been to the playoffs in more than a decade. So the turnaround will be complete if they can finish things off, and what a story it would be. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Bears.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, Allen. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 55 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down right around the 16. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Allen. Open man is Ross, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now the Bears going to call the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Third and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Brady's pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
9 yards to go.
Now Brady again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
DeAndre Baker there defensively.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep downfield for Ross. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that can get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over.
The Bears will be shuffling on to the Super Bowl. They are the NFC champs. As we say goodnight, everybody.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.